Alright, hello and welcome to a new tutorial. So today we're just going to do like two simple tips to help you make better beats. So on Discord we've got like a beat feedback. So basically a lot of people, they send through their beats, and then other people, you know, like me, I'll be like, turn your kick up, melody a little lower, snares a bit louder, but technically it's good. Whatever, you know, like not just me, but other people will give you feedback and stuff on your beats. So what I've noticed is a lot of people have the same, you know, like not necessarily like an issue, but just something they could improve on their beats. And I figure if a lot of people on the Discord have that problem, or not problem, but you know, have that improvement to make, then you know, I bet you some other people who are not on the Discord will also have that improvement to make. So I've got the World on Drugs tutorial here. So I'll just play it a bit and then I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, so like the first thing is like reverb. So I'm using, on this one I'm using Echo Boy as reverb. On this one I'm using Fab Filter plus Echo Boy. This one I'm using Fab Filter. Like all these sounds have some sort of reverb on it, right? And in real life, like me talking right now is getting like the reverb from the room and shit. You know what I mean? Like reverb really helps like make sounds not sound so computerized, mechanic, you know what I mean? Unnatural. Let me turn off all the reverbs and you'll hear how it sounds. See, so you can tell, like, just adding some reverb will make your sounds, make your melodies especially, sound a lot less, like, computerized, you know, like mechanic and shit. And if you don't have Fab Filter or Echo Boy, you can just use Fruity Reverb. Fruity Reverb is really good. You know, it's got a lot of options. So this is the wet, this is how much, you know, like, okay, so this is the original sound, this is how much of the reverb sound there will be, this is how much decay, you know, like how long the sound will last. This is like damping the high end, like it makes the high end less bright, you know. Size is the larger the room. They just added this shit in FL20. I don't really know what that is. Cross, I don't really know what that does either, but this is early reflection, so like the early reflection of the reverb. This is stereo separation. High cut, low cut. High cut means like taking away some of the higher frequencies, low cut means taking away some of the lower frequencies. Anyways, Fruity Reverb is really good. I would recommend either getting the hang of this reverb or buying a reverb, or like downloading a reverb, or just make sure you put some reverb on your tracks, you know. Tip number 2 is the drum mixing. Like a lot of people, I've noticed, they've got the levels all kind of, you know, not right. So I'm going to show you, like I've done some pre-mixing, you know, if you watch me make the tutorial, like you see these knobs, I kind of mess with these knobs a little bit. So instead of putting it in here and mixing it properly, it was just because it was a tutorial, so I was doing it really quickly. But you'll see where my levels are. Like I've got the kick the loudest. The kick has to be the loudest in here when you make a beat. See? See, and then when I would actually mix it down, I would probably lower the clap because it's kind of getting up there with the kick. Okay, and then the 808 should be a decent amount below the kick, so it sits underneath the kick, you know what I mean, instead of overpowering it or just... See, like right here, the kick is hitting, let's just reset it, before it was hitting at like 12, 13-ish. The kick is hitting 8. So, you know, just you should have at least 3, 4, 5 dB between your kick and your 808, depending on how distorted your 808 is and stuff like that. Your hi-hats should be like above the drums. Like if you've seen the TM88 video where he, you know, with the deconstructor, where he's talking about pa 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 pa, the Egyptians and whatever. Basically, he's saying like a lot of people make the mistake of putting their hi-hats underneath the drums. But like the hi-hats are the movement, you know, so you gotta have them, you know, I mean, I'm not saying turn them up all the way up here so where they're overpowering the kick, but you gotta have them like, you know, sitting at the right spot where there's like, alright, and then the snares and the claps should be like maybe just under the 808. The thing about the snares and the claps is because I'm using right here, I'm using both a snare and a clap. So together, like combined, it's about 6 dB, right? So it should be a bit lower. Shouldn't be above the kick at -8. Like -10, -11, maybe 2, 3 dB below your kick. And then yeah, so just work on like your levels, you know what I mean? Just make sure if you level everything right, you really don't have to do too much on the master. On the master, you just kind of want to like just do like your final prepping, you know what I mean, your final pumping. You don't want to be like doing too much on the master channel. And then open hats, perks, I mean, these are usually the quietest, but you kind of also want them to be, you want to be able to hear them, you know what I mean? I mean, and also, you know, you just want your melody to be present, you know what I mean? You don't want your melody to be over the drums. I heard a lot of beats on the Discord and other places where the melodies are like too loud over the drums, and I've heard beats where like the melodies are like so far buried under the drums, all you hear is like a faint melody and a drum pattern. So anyways, I hope this helped you guys, you know, improve your beats or maybe pick up something. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe.